The Awakening by Kate Chopin.
The main characters are Edna Pontellier, Robert, Mr. Pontellier, and Elsie Arobin.
Robert is a young man that falls in love with Edna. Further in the novel, he leaves for Mexico and feels uncomfortable because Edna is a married woman that has feelings for Robert.
Mr. Pontellier is Edna's husband. He occasionally leaves on business trips, which leaves Edna with the responsibility of the house and children.
Elsie Arobin is known for having affairs with other women, causing Edna to step out of her marriage. She then realized that she was still in love with Robert and no longer obligated to her husband.
Mr. and Mrs. Pontellier both have different priorities throughout the novel. Mr. Pontellier's main concern was work. He often went abroad, leaving his family weeks at a time. Then he thought of his family. Although he would leave his family for business, he never failed to bring back gifts and or send letters to his wife and children. Mr. Pontellier also highly supported patriarchy. Throughout the novel, he expected Edna to stay home and care for their children. He fully supported the concept of gender roles and wanted his family to remain as a perfect image.
Mrs. Pontellier, or Edna, on the other hand, had a different chain of priorities. She put her own happiness first. Edna was determined to find true happiness from whoever and wherever she pleases. Their development throughout the novel shows her selfish ways. Edna was also obsessed with the idea of being free and finding her own identity. Being a mother and labeled her as someone belonging to another person or unit. Edna, although finds this idea of freedom in the sea and has a desire to be free to do and be who she truly is. Edna puts her family needs last in her priorities. Readers can see the development of Edna losing interest in her children and husband. Early in the novel, it is noted of her love affair with Robert and how it progresses throughout, taking away from time being with her children. Edna's self-centered tendencies often causes her family to come last.
There are two major themes in the novel, one being finding your own identity through your own independence. Edna has struggled with her own identity throughout the entire novel and rejects conforming to society in order to find herself. The second major theme of the novel is to not let society or the status quo determine your actions. Gender roles and the status quo are very prominent throughout the novel, and Edna defying her predetermined role as a mother and woman are significant.
I feel that the ocean is symbolic as Edna's getaway from reality. She learns how to swim so that she may forget about all of her worries on land and relax in the calming tide. At the end of the novel, she drowns in the ocean because she is too tired to return back to land. This is symbolic of Edna finally realizing who she is and letting go of the harsh realities of the real world.
Edna's character developed greatly throughout the story, as she tries to break the wedding ring but failed to do so. This shows how marriage was seen to be an unbreakable bond at the time. But Edna defies that in the quotation, "I give myself where I choose. If you were to say, 'Here, Robert, take her and be happy. She is yours,' I should laugh at you both." It shows how men still see her as a possession, but she sees it differently. Further on, when Robert asks Edna to be his wife, she turns him down because she wants to be independent.
The quote, "She wanted to swim far out where no woman had swum before," shows Edna's desire to be free and found that freedom through the ocean. The Awakening is about Edna finding herself through her own independence and defying the status quo and gender roles of society.
Created using PowToon.